15 Things You Didn't Know About Rolls Royce. Welcome back to my channel, Mr. Deep Pocket. I hope you're all doing well. Rolls Royce is a British luxury automobile maker and is one of the most well-known brands in the world of the automobile industry. Everybody agrees that the brand is the pinnacle of class when it comes to the automobile industry. So you might know Rolls Royce used to dominate the world's speed record books, comprising the best jet engines around the world. Several facts are associated with it that you might not know. So in today's video, we will be outlining the 15 things you didn't know about Rolls Royce. If you like such videos, then keep watching the whole video as we will reveal things that might surprise you. Without further ado, as you all know, hit on the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel, Mr. Deep Pocket, and press the bell icon to get notified regularly without missing out. Let's dive into the 15 things you didn't know about Rolls Royce. Beginning with number 15, the first ever Rolls has 10 horsepower. Rolls Royce's creation, which made its debut in the year 1904, had a 1.82 cylinder that boasted about 10 horsepower. This timely named Royce 10 featured twin camshafts and a 3-bearing crank that activated the overhead valves and the side exhaust. To get everything hauling, that mill was combined with the 3-speed manual transmission. Number 14. Charles Stewart Rolls was the first man to fly across the English Channel and back. One half of the eponymous car makers was the first to fly. He was an avid aviator and flew his Wright Flyer over the channel and back in 95 minutes. He also was the first Brit to die in a plane crash, as the tail of his Flyer broke off and he dropped to his death back on July 12. Number 13. BMW shelled out tens of millions for the rights of the ornament. When BMW bought Rolls Royce back in 2002 from Volkswagen, the rights to the Spirit of Ecstasy was still held by Volkswagen. Subsequently, Volkswagen requested about $40 million to transfer the ownership to BMW. That later agreed and they paid it. Number 12. Over 60% of Rolls Royce is still on the road. As Rolls Royce had focused on crafting durable as well as enduring vehicles, the commitment to the superior build quality defined that at least 65% of the Rolls Royce cars emerged from production line and are still operational on the roads today. Number 11. Rolls Royce once made a .50 caliber machine gun. During the Second World War, the head of the engineering team of Rolls Royce, the Spirito Mario Viale, improved the efficacy of the machine gun named the Browning M2. This Rolls Royce .50 caliber featured lock breech in lieu of the typical gas mechanism. It also fired at the double rate of M2, weighing more than 40% less. However, it jammed often, generating so much muzzle flash, hence it never supplanted the Browning as the chosen gun. One of them exists in the Royal Armouries Museum in England. Are you guys enjoying the video? If so, then stay tuned and watch the whole video as we will reveal to you the most surprising fact of Rolls Royce yet you didn't know. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe to it now. Moving on to number 10. The Rolls Royce engine helped in a 300 miles per hour club. Rolls Royce, with its enchanting speed of 2,300 horsepower and 36.7 liter supercharged V12 engines, known for the stunning performance as well as a staggering speed back in the 1930s, recorded a run of 301.33 miles per hour. But last year, Bugatti set the automotive world aflutter when its Chiron hypercar got piloted by Andy Wallace and hit 304.77 miles per hour. Number 9. If the plane engines were powerful, then the exhaust alone bolstered the top speed. Rolls Royce was proficient in manufacturing the prolific aviation engines that include the 27-liter Spitfire Merlin V12 in 1933. The engine generated powerful thrust from the exhaust that when engineers angled the exhaust outlet backward, the Spitfire gained 10 miles per hour. Number 8. If you were a royal, you could only get the Phantom 4. As Rolls-Royce gained so much reputation for its elegance, it became the only choice in the world's elite. The further notion solidifies that the British royal family parted ways with Daimler to select Rolls-Royce, and after that, Princess Elizabeth received the Phantom 4, which became the model designed for royals. Number 7. You can send your chauffeur to a Rolls-Royce driving school. Many owners of Rolls-Royce opt for a driver, and to feel luxurious or comfortable, they want to consider the white glove training program of Rolls-Royce. The program trains how to open or close doors without leaving fingerprints, how to brake without moving the passenger's head, and how to read or drive on the road with smoothness. Number 6. Only bulls are used for Rolls-Royce interiors. As leather abounds in any roller, the makers of Rolls-Royce ensure that every inch is blemish-free. Rolls-Royce does this by sourcing bulls, as cows can get stretch marks during pregnancy. Meanwhile, those bulls arrived from Europe, where the higher altitudes translate the lack of mosquitoes and other insects. What are your thoughts about these points, guys? Are these worth mentioning? Let me know in the comments section below. And again, if you haven't subscribed yet, then subscribe now. Coming back, number 5. All the pinstripes are painted by one man. A pair of hands paints the pinstripes on Rolls-Royce cars belonging to Mark Court. It is because the company opened a Goodwood plant in 2003, and to give the lack of error, the pinstripe is an exclusive variety that affixes the car paint. So, by this, the whole car will need the painting on a single mistake. Number 4. The most expensive Rolls-Royce ever was $13 million. The Sweptail, one of the most expensive Rolls-Royce cars that took 5 years to complete on the order of a billionaire client in 2013. The design of the car was the inspiration for yesteryear's models that used dark wood materials. Number 3. A Phantom takes 2 months to build. Introduced in 2003, the Phantom was the first ever Rolls-Royce offering under BMW. And with more than 200 aluminum pieces as well as 300 alloy parts, it was hand-welded. It required 75 square meters of material and took 17 days to complete. It offered more than 44,000 colors, taking 2 months to complete a single vehicle. Number 2. The owner of the largest Rolls-Royce collection may surprise you. Clocking back to the 93 Rolls-Royce, the largest collection of the Rolls in history belonged to Bhagwan Rajneesh. Maybe the name sounds familiar, as he was the leader of the spiritual movement and was known as Rajneesh. He and his followers overran a small Oregon town in the 1970s, and that was recently shown in the Netflix documentary Wild Wild Country. Number 1. The model for the Spirit of Ecstasy was shrouded in scandal and was worth $40 million. The definitive Rolls-Royce had a hood ornament that is known as the Spirit of Ecstasy and has debuted in the year 1911. The model was commissioned by a car collector, Baron John Edward Scott Montague, and he commissioned it because his secretary turned mistress, Eleanor Thornton, liked it. Earlier, some iterations of the sculpture, having a finger pressed against her lips, winked at the decade-long affair. Thornton perished at the sea in 1915 en route to India when a German U-boat sunk the ship she was traveling on. The sculptor of the statue, Charles Sykes, got adopted as well as evolved the design for for Rolls Royce, and since then, it has been employed. So here we are with the 15 things you didn't know about Rolls Royce. What do you think about these facts? Did these facts surprise you? What are your views on these facts? Let me know in the comments section below your views and suggestions, if any, and of course, the answer to these questions. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to enjoy other videos like this, then like the video, share it, and subscribe to my channel, Mr. Deep Pocket, if you haven't subscribed yet, and at last, press the bell icon to get notified regularly with updates of my videos. Until then, stay tuned, as I will see you soon with my next video.